Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lattes on My Mind. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Felina.
What are we going to be talking about today, Felina?
Today we are going to be talking about the Krampus.
Ooh, should I be scared?
No.
Okay, well, grab your lattes and join us for the journey.
So we're talking about Krampus. I read it Krampus, but I heard everybody talking about it saying Krampus.
Krampus?
And that just sounds wrong.
Crumpets.
Yes.
Krampus.
Today we're going to be talking about the alpine folklore of crumpets.
I love crumpets. They're actually really good.
Yeah.
Like a cross between like a biscuit.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Well, most people don't.
Exactly.
Taste the biscuit with the butter
sauce.
We are, again...
It is 7 p.m.
And it's been a rough week, and it's only Tuesday.
It's been a rough 2 weeks.
Yes, at work we're very busy right now, so we've been...
I've been going on all the shoots. You've been doing all the editing.
Yeah,
We've both spent literally like an hour together in the past 2 weeks.
Which is unusual for us.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fun. Anyways, I was telling Hannah a story, so I'm going to add you guys in on this story.
Get you in the loop.
I went to... the K. Roger, to...
Is that kind of like Mr. Roger?
It's the K. Roger. I don't want to get sued, so...
That's true.
I went to the K. Roger for some beverages for Thanksgiving, because this is Thanksgiving week, and so if you're listening to this after Thanksgiving...
Stop right now. Stop. You can't do the whole podcast.
Anyways, so I went to K. Roger to get the beverages for the Thanksgiving, and I ran into a coworker, and she was like, "What, are you thirsty?" Because there are 5.
Oh yeah, you had a lot.
They're buy 2 get 3 free right now. The 12 packs are.
Ah.
And so I bought one, and my sister bought one. Shout out. And my sister bought one. I bought 5, my sister bought 5.
Yeah, because then you get...
But I went in, I got there before her, so I went in to get some. And so I had 10 12 packs in my cart. And she was like, what, are you thirsty?
Yes.
And I was like, this is awkward.
You were like, it's for Thanksgiving,
I
right?
did. I told her, I said, it's for Thanksgiving. And she was like, oh. I was like, we have like 25, 30 people. And she was like, oh, family. So then you need that. I was like, yes. Yes, we do.
And also, I am thirsty.
and also, yes, I'm actually very parched.
I am, actually. I think I drank like 1 bottle of water today and our coffee, obviously. But
well, yeah, you got to get the coffee. We don't have coffee because it's, again, 7 p.m.
Yes, we've made a mistake. Again. We've had a rough 2 weeks, and then Felina... Well, I had a wedding to go to on Saturday, and then I was like, Felina, do you just like want more time? Because like we've been running around.
I originally was like, yeah, let's do Sunday, and then you were like, well, I was gonna say we could, because you couldn't do it yesterday. Yeah. So you're like, what about Tuesday? And I was like, Tuesday? Or you said I can't do Monday, and I was like, Tuesday it is.
Yep, you're like,
because
yep.
I had done no research.
Exactly. Do you hear that?
So. I do hear that. If you hear that, that is my dog yelling at my husband. And that's okay.
My dog this week, we were walking them, and she, you know how she is. She finds food. She
eats anything.
She real quick grabbed up something, and I was like, oh my gosh. And Wes was like, I think it was Leaf. I said, no, it's chocolate. And I opened her mouth, and this 3, like a bar of chocolate, like a Cadbury bar, like the 3 segments, like fell out of her mouth. Like she had just grabbed it. And I was like,
I mean, Suki ate a Milky Way, so.
Yeah, that was.
Listen, if any of your dogs are going to survive eating chocolate, it would be Sky.
Oh, yeah, because she ate like those 3 chicken bones.
And she was completely fine.
And she was fine. But I was still like, I was able to get her fast enough to like, I'm not going to let her eat it. If she did eat it, like, it would be like, well, she's probably fine. But like Wes was like, I think it was a Leaf. I'm like, no, that was chocolate. Like I knew, and he was like, oh, and it dropped out of her mouth, and I was like, yep,
there it is.
How do people just throw like a 3-piece of Cadbury under a bush? Like, why?
That's a little suspicious.
I know.
Suspiciously placed.
It was like right by like because we live at apartments. It was like right by like the main building, and it was like by a bush. I'm like, who just like, and like she finds all this food all the time. I'm like, who is throwing their food?
She's got a good sniffer.
She does.
And why are you wasting chocolate? That's the more
Cadbury
not even
chocolate.
like why are you throwing food?
Yeah.
But like why are you wasting chocolate of all things?
Yeah.
Maybe they were trying it and they didn't like it.
I assume they just dropped it and then they're like, oh crap. But like,
right.
How it was like a whole like, you know, like you're breaking a bar like into segments, and it was like the 3. I was like, oh my gosh. It was kind of funny though. I real quick grabbed her.
Yeah. Suki recently found the litter box.
Oh no.
And so it's been a real fun adventure.
That can make them really sick.
Well,
if they eat the...
Darcy used to eat the cat excrement.
Ew.
And we rid her of that habit. But now nope. Suki has started. And I'm like, no.
Got to break it out of them. Well, our dog did that once and got really sick.
Well, it's not even like the sickness I'm worried about. It's I don't want to have to find you with dried cat poop in your mouth, and then you soften it up, and then it gets like wet again, and so I can't just like toss it somewhere. But then you're right there, and then I have to go grab toilet paper to flush it down the toilet because I don't want to. Because
they can't. They're just gonna grab it again.
Yeah, and so it's like, ugh, it's gross and it's slimy because it's been all up in your mouth.
I think that Sky like puked up her treat the other night and then ate it again, but I was like, I can't, whatever. Like
it's recycling.
I usually try to stop them. Like I don't let them, but like it was just like, bleh, and then she ate it right back up. So I was like, whatever. I guess that's.
Sometimes our dog. This is really gross.
Sorry, guys. We're.
But and this is only when like we don't see it. Like if the cat throws up.
Yeah.
And we don't see it immediately. Our dogs will eat it.
That's even worse. Eating another. Like, that's so gross.
Yeah. It's nasty. It's gnarly. It's so gross. Yeah. And so far, Suki hasn't had a chance to. So it's just Darcy.
Don't let her. She's a wee baby.
She is a wee baby.
She needs to learn before she makes a mistake.
She is 6 months old yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I just realized that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what else is crazy?
The Krampus. Krampus.
Let's say Krampus, because that's what everyone says.
It's the Krampus. Whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about.
That's how Wes said it.
You don't. Anyways, I think we get Krampus from the movie that came out.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I think I would be freaked out.
I wanted to watch it over the weekend, but I forgot.
I thought it was like a scary thing. Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't like it, probably. I wanted to watch it.
Right. Well,
I wanted to watch it when it came out, but...
How old is it?
2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I wanted to watch it when it came out, almost but I just never got around to it. And then I was like, I should watch it. And then I didn't.
I don't have the desire to watch scary things usually.
I have the desire occasionally.
Yeah. It's got to be like the right vibes,
thing.
Right?
Yeah. You can't be bad vibes. Yeah. Although it is scary, it's spooky. So
I don't know if you're gonna say this, but like, do they say Krampus? Because is it like, what country is it from? Is it
interesting? You should ask him.
Yes,
that is actually my first note.
Yes, I knew it. I'm so good at this.
So it is from the Alpine region.
Okay,
so it's like
it probably is
mainly southern Germany and Austria, Hungary, Slovenia, and Italy.
So in that language, it probably is Krampus, and we've just Americanized it as Krampus.
We did what America does.
Krampus.
It's the Krampus.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Okay.
So it is an Alpine, and it's actually is from like the pagan culture.
We're getting back into that.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Back to the pagans.
Well, we're going to get into another thing too. He is believed to be the son of the Norse goddess of the underworld, Hel.
Yeah. I remember her.
She's circling him back.
She came back.
She's a full circle moment right there.
I remember you being like, that's creative.
Yeah. The queen of the underworld.
Hel.
All right.
Yeah.
Not queen, but goddess, but you know what I mean.
I know who she is.
Yeah.
She's one of Odin's. Wait, isn't she Odin's daughter?
Yes.
No. Yes? No, that's Hela. Is she?
It's really annoying. I'm so sorry. Let me just shh in your ear.
I thought I don't know. I thought she was his. I don't think so. Maybe I got that wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't remember who she belongs to. I just remember she was in the Gods and Goddesses episode.
Right.
Because she was hell. And I said, wow.
Yeah.
Come on now, people.
I remember that like Loki had something to do with her. Like he fought her or something.
Did he have relations?
No, that was
goodness.
one he didn't. One of the ones he didn't.
Was he a horse?
No. She was not a horse and he was not at that stage.
Anyways. That was, sorry, we're just, if you haven't listened to the Greek gods
it was Loki.
Just gods, it was,
I did a Loki
it was
episode.
just Loki, but
it was
other
lots
gods
of
and
other
goddesses.
gods. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Loki episode is pretty good, pretty interesting. You should check it out.
Yes.
And we're available on Spotify, Apple, Amazon,
She found a way to plug it.
and YouTube.
Exactly.
Anyways, so the Krampus was first mentioned, like the first like written mention of him. It was in 1582.
Oh.
However,
Okay.
he was around a lot longer than that.
Was he?
Yes.
He was like Robin Hood, like we talked about.
Kind of, yeah. We don't know when he exactly started. And,
Okay. Folklore, probably like by
right.
word of mouth and stuff, right?
Yeah. But we do know the first mention of him in 1582, it was an account describing like a festival held in his honor. So he was describing, they're celebrating the Krampus. It was like the account of it. And that's the first mention of him. Okay. So he was popular enough in 1582. So he had been around long enough to be popular, at least, because they had a festival for him. And we'll talk about the festivals later.
Okay. Yeah. So they knew, everyone was like, I know who Krampus is.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it was from someone visiting one of the countries.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, this is who they're celebrating. This is what he is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So he was incorporated in Europe.
Right.
The rise of Christianity happened.
Right. And they were like, pagan.
And they were like, oh, no, pagan. Except that they took Krampus into Christianity with them.
They like to do that.
Well, because you have Saint Nick.
Right.
In Christianity.
So Saint Nick is taken from Krampus?
No, they go hand in hand.
Okay.
So Saint Nick is the good, kind man who comes and he brings you a small gift on Christmas.
Yes, of course.
The Krampus does not do that.
He takes your presents.
He does
like
not,
the Grinch.
He does not take your presents.
What does he do?
He beats you or kidnaps you or whatever.
Or kills you?
That. Not kills you.
Oh,
Well, anyway, we'll get into that. But so the Christians incorporated him into the Christmas story, basically. In the Catholic Church, tried to put a ban on the Krampus.
Oh.
But it's not for the reason you're thinking. You're thinking, we don't want this pagan thing in our culture. Mm-hmm. No, it's because of the festivals that surrounded him. They were so rowdy and they encouraged drinking and, gathering and hooting and hollering. Right. And they were like, no, you cannot do that. So that's not the right accent, but it's okay. I said, no, let's not do that. And so they tried to ban him, but it didn't work because the Christianity, like they had already incorporated it in with like the counterpart to Saint Nick. Okay. So, yeah.
So Christianity adopted it, but then the Catholic Church was like, no, because you guys are being too loud. And we don't like these parties.
Pretty much. They were trying to, I think they were trying to frame it as like, no, this pagan. But mainly because they didn't like the culture around it. Right. And like
so they tried to make themselves look good, like they were trying to be holy, but it was really
it was really because they were, they really were. Okay. She's not lying. They were trying to be like, look at us, we're so holy. And then it was really just because they were so rowdy.
That would be me like, those dang gays. We got to come up with a reason to get rid of it.
They cannot be celebrating this.
Yes. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So what exactly is the Krampus?
One might ask.
What do you know of the Krampus?
Nothing. I just know that I thought he like I think there's an episode of Supernatural. I always go back to Supernatural with Krampus, like where he comes down the chimney and he kills.
Yeah.
But I also like thought he had like weird claws, like hands, like things. That's all. Like that's it.
He is all over our pop culture. He was in an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
Scooby-Doo.
Supernatural.
Where are you? He was in Scooby-Doo. He's had multiple films made about him, made about his mother. We don't know who his mother is. It's a fictional film. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we think it's Hell, but like, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell is his mom.
Yeah.
That's possible.
It's believed that Hell is the goddess Hell is his mom.
Okay. So he has like Scandinavian origins, which you kind of, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, you said Swedish, and I guess like that's Scandinavian, isn't it?
Germany, Austria.
Germany?
I thought Germany, Austria, Hungary, Slovenia, and Italy.
Okay,
the main.
I did not listen apparently.
So she wasn't paying attention.
But Hell is Scandinavian, so I don't know.
Maybe it is. It very well could be.
Or they took it from that.
It's the Alpine region, and they all have like a sort of. I mean, like it's Krampus, but it's like
their own version.
Their own, is slightly different version,
right?
Basically,
right.
But for the most part, it's the same thing.
Like other countries have different, like probably like Saint Nick's.
I think they have like different names for it, or something like that.
Ooh,
yeah. Because there's like one where the name comes from. It could come from like Germany, or it can come from like Hungary. It could be German or Hungarian.
Right.
Like there's different meanings of it based on which country you're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, so the Krampus is a Christmas demon.
Oh.
That punishes the quote naughty children.
The demon.
Yeah, he's a demon.
So he's like the
antithesis.
Antithesis of.
Is that how you say it?
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was antithesis.
Yeah, he's the antithesis of Saint Nick. He's like his counterpart. He goes with him. There's some.
So if you're on Santa's naughty list,
then the Krampus is coming for you.
Then you're on Krampus's list.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
He's checking it twice because he don't want you to get beaten.
He doesn't. He's like, you really want to be Krampus?
Yeah. you want to go for him? You sure about that? Yeah. So
this is a tale to scare the children into being good.
Basically. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He is half demon, half goat.
What? I was not expecting goat. Sorry, guys. That was really loud.
Okay.
He is half demon. I was like, okay, half goat.
Huh? He has multiple sets of long horns. So he has like a horn like up on the top of his head, and then he has like where's like hair right behind his hairline, and then he has horns like almost like on his hairline down towards like his temples.
Like a ram, or like more like little.
Well, it said that
curved.
It said that they could be from multiple different animals, horns of multiple different animals.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, there are ram horns involved.
So is he like a goat face, or is it just the horns? Like, is he like a man face, or
No, he's got like a goat face.
Oh,
slash
he like
demon face, but he also has like fangs.
Okay, I was like,
what are the things?
What are those things called? Teeth?
He has like fangs and stuff. He also has a goat-like beard. He's dark. He has dark hair.
Okay.
He has a very long pointed tongue.
White hair.
No, he's got dark hair. Because Santa Claus is white.
Right.
So.
Oh, he has the dark hair.
He has the dark hair. He has a long pointed tongue. Think Gene Simmons from Kiss. You're not going to know who that is, but the listeners will.
Does he have long hair?
No, the tongue, how his tongue sticks out and it's like pointy.
Oh, I don't know what that.
Think of that, but like even longer. He's got claws and cloven feet. He is.
What's with the claws though? With a goat, just because it's kind of the demon part. Okay,
demon part.
Yeah, that's true. So he has like hands, but then he has hooves for feet. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's like half
He's half demon, half goat.
What is that called in like Mr. Tumnus? A fawn.
But no, because Mr. Tumnus is a person.
Yeah. So he's a satyr. It's opposite. It has the goat face and like the man body.
Well, it's kind of like goat meets demon face. I'll show you pictures later.
Okay.
I have them on my laptop.
Goat meets demon face. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, actually, I will go ahead
Mr.
and
Tumnus.
pull up the things that I have for you.
Okay.
So like,
So yeah,
this one, it's not human. Yeah. It's like a demon, but also like a goat.
Okay. It's like its own little thing.
Yeah. It's his own creation.
Oh, he's like grabbing the children.
Yeah, we'll get into
kidnapping
that.
them.
We'll get into that. So he is 7 feet tall and he's covered in hair, as you saw. It's not just like, he's got like features, but he's like demon skin, whatever that looks like. No, he's like covered in fur.
Okay.
He has chains wrapped around him or like shackled to him, I guess.
Oh.
And it's often compared to the chains put on Lucifer.
Okay, yeah, that's like a hell.
So like some people are like, oh, he's Lucifer.
Oh gosh.
He's not. He ain't. Yeah. But you know, some people are like, oh, they compare it to that.
He's the devil.
Yeah. The Krampus is the devil.
We had to.
He had to throw it in there.
So he's like an animal, like a humanoid. Like a animal almost.
Yeah, kinda.
But does he talk? Sorry, I'm asking all sorts of questions.
I guess he growls.
Just growls?
I guess, yeah.
But surely he talks. I don't know. Like, what does he tell the kids when they're bad? He's like, I've come to kidnap you.
He doesn't tell them anything.
Oh, he just takes them?
Yeah. Okay. He just growls at them and scares them and is like, come on. I guess he would talk, though. Demons talk.
Yeah, that's true.
So... he can talk.
Okay. He can talk.
Yeah, he's allowed to talk, I guess.
Yay.
Now, in some accounts, he carries a pitchfork.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just to seem scary or what.
That's like the thing.
He for sure wears... Some people say it's a sack, but in most accounts, it's a woven basket on his back.
A basket?
Yeah.
Like a backpack basket?
Like a backpack.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it has 2 straps or one, but like it's...
So it's like Santa's sack.
But it's a woven basket.
Okay.
And he also, as we said, he beats kids with birch branches.
Birch branches.
Yeah. So he's carrying birch branches. I don't know the significance of the birch branch. Say that 5 times fast.
No, birch branch.
All I can say is it could be like just in the area they could have a lot of birch trees, and so it's like that's the most common wood that's like acceptable.
I don't know if it's birch, but I know there are some like I don't know why he would have it, but like in some of the tales, like you can only kill like certain gods with like a branch or like like wood like into a
made
spike.
From a certain type of tree.
Maybe that's just
maybe that's
I don't know.
That might be it. I don't know. I couldn't find the significance of it, but
I'm sure there's some. I'm sure.
Here's where it gets weird.
Oh, as if it wasn't weird enough.
The parents would tell the kids that, and not all of them, but it was common enough for it to be mentioned.
Okay.
That if a child has been hit with the branch of the Krampus, that it will bring them fertility.
That's not a what?
What child is concerned about fertility?
Well, I mean, you definitely would want to be hit with it regardless, but like, why would that be the thing that they told him?
I don't know.
Okay. So someone who's been hit by this birch branch.
Well, and it's only kids because he only does He can live. Yeah, he can beat you and be like, be good.
Oh.
Like, say you stole a piece of candy. You just get beaten.
Yeah.
You know? Like.
So you get visited by him every year if you're bad.
Yes.
Like, Santa brings presents
theoretically,
every year.
And I don't know if it's a 3 strikes you're out type of a situation.
Right.
But
what happens?
How many chances do you get to be on the naughty list? I don't know.
How much fertility can you stand?
I don't know.
I hope it doesn't accrue.
I don't know if birch brings like fertility or whatever.
Maybe that's where
that came from.
Why would he do that though? Like why would Krampus be like, this is the branch I'm going to hit him with?
This is just off the handle. My theory is if it's to bring them fertility, maybe he's trying to supply more naughty children for him.
Oh, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's
like,
a good
if you're
theory.
naughty, you're going to grow up and you're going to raise naughty kids.
And I need
and
that
I need
to
naughty
survive.
kids.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like that thing, like if the kids stop believing in Saint Nick,
he needs more naughty kids.
He needs more,
yeah,
to keep him alive.
Yeah.
You got plenty of them right now. I can tell you that.
There's a lot of naughty ones out there.
That's not going away. Brats aren't going away.
No, brats are everywhere. And they're just going to stay.
Sorry, guys. We worked all day.
Don't be a bratty kid, okay?
Yeah, don't do it.
Also, if you're a kid listening to this, maybe go find your mom.
Maybe don't be listening.
So he beats them with these birch branches.
Rude.
He also kidnaps them and takes them to the underworld. How does he kidnap them, you might ask? Well, it's simple, Hannah.
Okay.
He stuffs them into his woven basket.
Right.
And carries them down to the underworld.
Right. Does he come down a chimney?
So, originally, no.
Okay.
Originally, he didn't.
He just like snuck through a window.
But with but with the progression of Santa Claus and him coming down the chimney, the Krampus then started coming down the chimney.
Because I guess he could just appear because he's a demon technically, so he could just through the wall
pop in,
or
pop
whatever.
out.
Yeah, but I would like to think that he's
going down the chimney.
Yeah, going down the chimney
like
the
in
Grinch
Supernatural
or something, like Supernatural. I think it's Krampus in that episode.
Probably.
I think he comes down the chimney. And,
I think you're right. I remember that. It's earlier on.
Maybe, yeah. I don't. Yeah, you're just watching it.
Yeah, I haven't finished it.
Right.
I have yet to finish Supernatural all the way through.
Never seen it all the way through. I've watched it all the way through.
I've watched most seasons.
Yeah.
My issue is I watch TV going to bed and then Marshall gets I fell asleep, but then Marshall gets tired of watching the same thing every night.
So he'll switch.
So he's like, "Can we not tonight?" And so
we binge until we finish.
That's what I want to do.
Because
I would have been done with it by now if it weren't for him.
Marshall, come on.
Anyways, I forgot where I was.
We were talking about Krampus.
He kidnaps them in the basket. He also is known to go through the towns, cracking his chains and bells. Because he has bells. He has bells, too. If he's going to be the antithesis to Santa Claus, he's got to have bells. It's only natural.
Yes, but I want them to be something else. Since he has bells, since Santa has bells.
What do you want it to be? The skulls of the children? Just clanking together.
Well, like a more sinister, sinister instrument. I don't know.
The souls of the children.
I don't know.
Ew, chimes.
That'd be creepy.
That'd be creepy.
That's what I'm
saying.
Violins. I don't know. Something. Okay, he has bells though.
He has bells.
He's copying his older brother.
They're designed in the shape of a skull. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
That can be more spooky. We're just adding to the lore.
Since we couldn't find as much on Krampus
as we expected,
we're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it up. So yeah, he'll go through the town. He'll crack his chains and his bells, and then he's going to take kids to the underworld. So he'll just bring them all with him.
He's carrying the chains.
Yeah.
For some reason, when you
they're shackled to him.
They are shackled to him. Okay,
but he has them and he uses them like how Santa uses his
whoosh,
his whoosh. Yes, the proper term.
Like when he come on Dasher on Dancer.
His whip.
He uses that as a whip. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing.
I'm so sorry, guys. We're probably being so loud.
I'm so sorry. Hey, that's a good thing. We're always really quiet, so
that's
maybe
true.
you can hear us now.
Maybe you can.
We're working on that. We're trying our best.
Down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's carrying the chains. He's cracking the chains. All that
scaring
sort of thing.
The people, kidnapping the kids.
Can adults see him?
I would assume.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Can adults see Santa Claus if they believe in him? There's lots of different.
If they believe.
If you just believe.
I'm gonna go with yes or no. Okay. I don't know.
Thanks. I'm gonna go with yes or no.
It could be either way.
If they believe in Krampus, they can see him. If they're naughty, they can see him.
If they're naughty. If they're a naughty one, they can see him.
Okay.
And they're a naughty adult.
Different.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Moving right along. He is also known to snack on the children.
Oh.
takes a little nibble.
Not like kills them. He like eats a finger.
No.
Oh no, he eats them.
He eats them.
Okay, so he does kill them. You lied to me.
It's a little, sneaky snack.
Okay, he says,
He said, delicious. The naughtier, the better. Maybe that's how he decides who gets beaten and who gets taken.
The worst of
if
the worst.
If they're like really, really naughty, he's like, you're delicious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just had a bit of a laughing fit.
Yes.
It was a long time.
We were paused for about a minute.
So, yeah. And then like you said, he was brought into like the Christian homes. I think the reason he was like so prevalent in like the Christianity and why they were like, no, we're keeping him is because, well, one, it's the 1500s. So winters are cold and dark and there's scarce supplies.
Right.
And so they're trying to get their kids to behave.
Right.
And take some stress off of themselves.
Right.
But yeah, it's basically to lie to kids and make them be good.
Right. Like, yeah.
Be nice to your
fear
sister.
of God, but it's the fear of Krampus.
Be nice to your sister or the Krampus will get you.
Right.
You know,
like you're not going to get presents. You're going to get taken instead.
Stop bickering or the Krampus. Speaking of bickering as children, were you ever having a normal conversation and then like your parents thought you were fighting?
Yes.
Yeah. What is with that,
Stop
parents? Fighting. It's like, we're not fighting.
We're not fighting.
Joking on. We're joking around.
I think people don't understand loud families because we were very loud and people thought we were fighting. We weren't fighting. We were just loud.
We were just loud.
Sorry. Like
we're just noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just noisy kids.
Yeah. That's my extended family. It gets quite loud.
Yes.
Hectic.
Yes.
But I think all extended families can have a tendency to be that way. Because you get a big group of people together, they're going to be loud.
Right.
And you were a big group of people.
So, sorry, I just like totally. So if you're on Santa's naughty list, technically you're supposed to get coal, right?
Right.
Is it Krampus that gives the coal actually?
No.
Like, why would Santa also punish you if he knows that Krampus is coming for you?
Well, that's what it turned into after like.
Oh.
Well, like. Whenever like cultures evolve,
right, that happens.
It does tend to happen.
That became
so as the culture evolved and Christianity grew and was more widespread. Krampus was not as widespread. It was mainly in the Alpine region. Okay. So that's where the coal came from.
So they had to have some punishment. They're like, we don't want to do Krampus because it's a little sinister, but we'll just
or they were like, we don't want to do Krampus because it's pagan, like whatever. Yeah. So, but it's mainly in the Alpine region. So, speaking of the Alpine region.
Yes. Cold.
They have these things. Yes.
Cold there.
Called Krampus Notch. Krampus Notch.
Like N-A-C-H-T?
N-A-C-H.
Oh, N-A-C-H. Okay.
And it translates to Krampus night.
Right. Night. Okay.
Yeah. And it is held originally on December 5th. It's really kind of...
December 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I say December 5th?
No, I was making sure it wasn't 25th. Like
no, it's held December 5th. And it's kind of like now it's like anywhere in the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. Okay. You can do this.
All right. Let's do it.
So it's really screwed up.
Okay, so we're not doing it.
Not really, but
disclaimer.
Not really screwed. It's just kind of screwed up. Adults will dress up as the Krampus and go around town and scare the children.
Okay, we do this. Yeah.
Yes, we do this.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a Halloween thing.
Yeah, like it's Halloween in December.
Yeah.
And over the years, it's kind of like morphed in with, it's like combined with Krampus Loaf, Krampus Run. It's the Krampus Run.
There's a run?
There's a Krampus Run. Okay. And these are the things these are the festivals, celebrations that the Catholic Church was trying to ban him for.
Oh, okay.
So Krampus Run is not a run at all, actually. Oh. It's basically a parade.
Oh.
What? It's a parade / a chase.
A chase? So it's not like a 5K.
It's not like a run. So people will dress up as Krampus. Okay. And they are intricate. Like, they got
That's
it.
Scary.
Like, there's like woodworkers who make Krampus masks for people to wear. And they gallivant through the street. They're parading through the street, and people are watching them, and they come out and they gather on the street to watch them. And on occasion, one will see you and unfortunately chase after you.
Oh no.
And it is, I would
scary.
Poop my pants.
So they're just like, and then they start chasing you?
Yeah, someone will see you. If someone dressed up will see you, and then they'll just start chasing.
Do the Krampuses chase the Krampuses? Or
no, the Krampuses are one. The Krampuses.
They're one?
Not like one. But like, they're Krampus.
So, like, but don't several people dress up as Krampus?
Yeah, but they're Krampus.
Okay.
They're not going to chase after each other.
Oh, okay.
A demon's not going to taste as good as a child, you know? Sorry. So they parade through the streets. They end up chasing certain unlucky individuals, I guess you could say. And this is a newer thing. Krampus has evolved immensely.
Right.
I mean, the pagan version of Krampus.
I mean, yeah, Halloween.
To even like, oh, now he's Saint Nick's counterpart.
Right.
And now people are dressing up as him, and they're saying that if you offer him schnapps as an offering, you're good.
Felena's like, look, here you go.
Well, so no, literally, like, people will dress up as Krampus, and people will hand people dress up as Krampus schnapps
to Krampus,
and then they'll leave him alone. And so basically, the Krampuses are just getting drunk.
Yeah, they're just like, I want alcohol
for free. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So now it's become a thing. Like, instead of milk and cookies for Santa, you leave him schnapps.
Ah.
Yes.
Does he have anything he eats?
No.
Do you leave him
Children.
Olives or something? Well, you can't leave him that.
Here, come take care of my brat child. Yeah. Have some schnapps and wash him down with.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I had a question and it just left me.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
It'll come back to you.
It'll come back.
So some people even start dressing up as Krampus in November. And there's a specific name for this group, and I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I couldn't understand it when the people were pronouncing it. So.
They do this still?
Yes, to this day. There's like these festivals and stuff.
Okay.
But they start dressing up in November, and it's like seen as an honor to, quote, wear the horns, because there's multiple sets of horns and whatever. And they start in December and it goes through December.
Why is it an honor?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would be honored to be this demon.
Yeah.
Like what?
This demon goat man.
Yes. That eats children.
Give me some children.
What?
That sounded wrong. I'm sorry. It's like I mentioned the wooden masks.
Yeah.
The guys who like carve these wooden masks are very highly regarded in the community.
Okay.
They're
so
like
honored.
They're like up there.
Okay. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, to understand.
It's almost like I don't want to say that because that's disrespectful to first responders.
Oh my
god! Not even like necessarily that much.
They're like athletes.
Yeah. Yeah, like an athlete.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, like that kind of.
But
respect.
not like college athlete.
No, like
high school athlete.
Okay.
So, but they're very highly regarded. And Krampus, again, he's been around for a while and he's still around. People used to, and kind of still do, I guess, in certain regions, send what's known as Krampus cards at Christmas time.
So not Christmas cards, but Krampus cards.
And that, Hannah, is what I was showing you.
They send those?
These are Krampus cards.
Oh, if I got that, I would burn it.
And yeah, they're super fun. And so,
what does this one say?
They're super fun. It says Merry Krampus.
Oh, okay.
And some of them say other things, but they're kind of blurry on them.
Anchor?
So yeah, it's super fun.
What does that one say? Oh, was that a different language?
Grub von Krampus.
Grub von Krampus.
Yeah, it's a different language.
It's like got like a really long curled tongue.
That's what I'm talking. Well, he's curling his tongue, but like it's a pointed tongue,
right?
Like that.
And he's got a child in a basket on his back,
and then another child next to him.
What is this thing in front of him? Is that a sleigh?
It's like it's like a car. Yeah.
Okay, he drives a car.
I guess apparently.
What?
So yeah, he.
Okay.
It often includes images of him kidnapping children, stuffing children in his basket, or,
right.
Carrying the children away. He's often got his chains on him, or his branch. He's chasing after a child with a branch. Or on one I saw, he was like holding a child and running with a branch, like chasing after another one. And sometimes it's also known to have images of half-naked women on them. I don't know the correlation other than fertility.
Oh. Yeah, because what does he have to do with adults?
I don't know. Yeah. I think that is mainly for like the cheeky grown-up, Right, but yeah, people used to send these cards and stuff.
I don't like that. They're creepy.
They are creepy. They're interesting. Everybody should look up Krampus cards.
Yeah.
And
so, did Saint Nick exist before Krampus? Like, how old is Saint Nick? Do we know that?
I don't know. How old is Saint Nick?
I mean, pretty old.
I feel like Krampus existed before Saint Nick, because Saint Nick didn't come around until like Christianity. Sorry, right?
They brought up an actual saint. How old is Santa? Over 1,700 years old.
Wow, folklore. Santa's looking great for 1,700 years old. How's he keeping up with all those kids?
I don't know.
My goodness, my gracious,
it's magic.
Well, because Saint Nick is fashioned after the actual Saint Nick, isn't he?
That's what I'm wondering.
So when was the actual Saint Nick? Like what time period? When was the actual real life Saint Nick?
Real saint.
Because that's something I would be interested to see.
Saint Nicholas was a real person who lived in the 4th century. Oh my goodness.
4th century?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know though, because the first
sometime after 260 A.D. He died around 343 A.D.
Oh my goodness.
Possibly on December 6th. Why do...
That's another thing I found too. The Krampus night it's December 5th, but then there's a couple sources that said December 6th. Because that's Saint Nick's night or day. Saint Nick's day and then Krampus night. So sometimes it's celebrated on the 6th, sometimes it's celebrated on the 5th.
Right.
Depending on where it is. Yeah. So he is also included in certain Christmas productions. So you know how like every year you'll have like a Christmas play that like places will put on. He is included in those productions. Like there was one picture that I saw of him in a production, someone dressed up as him in a production, and he's like almost it's funny, it gave me Wizard of Oz vibes. He was almost like riding this like branch, and he had like children on the branch like riding with him, taking him down to like the underworld.
Riding on a branch? That's weird, because they can't put them in a basket,
right?
So they're like, we're gonna just put it on a branch.
Yeah, you can't put them all in a basket, but it might even be in this group of images that I was showing you. Yeah, it's this one right here. Oh. Yeah, see, it looks like he's riding or like a bundle of sticks.
Yeah, he's got like
he's got a bunch of kids with him.
There's one in the basket.
They're
like babies.
Yeah.
Well,
from a Christmas production.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's still around. People are he's definitely evolved quite a bit since, I mean, the original Krampus of it all. But
okay.
And again, we don't know when exactly he originated. Yeah. We just know his first mention was while people were celebrating him. So
I feel like he has to be super old.
I feel like, yes.
Okay, this one says the 6th or 7th century.
For Saint Nick?
For Krampus.
For Krampus. Yeah, but like you can't, there's nothing to confirm.
Yeah.
That, they
could be talking about him for forever.
Yeah, there's nothing to confirm his exact like date. There's no like story on like this man came up with this because his children were being facetious.
Right.
Like
it's just like any of those. Like,
yeah.
I also like wonder like the pagan stuff. Like, is it something that someone thinks that they saw and then they made it into Krampus? Because that'd be freaky. Like if I saw this,
or if they like hallucinated it or
like,
something. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah. But yeah, that's the Krampus for you.
Okay.
Hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving because you will. By the time this releases, Thanksgiving will have passed.
So yeah, we're starting our winter series for December. And then we're going to take a little break.
Just
so at the end of December.
We are taking a little bit of a break.
Christmas break.
We're going to be taking about 2-3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks, yeah. But we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be coming back, but you'll miss a couple weeks. I think we're missing 2 releases.
Yeah.
3 recordings.
Yeah. Something like that.
2 recordings, 3 releases. I don't know. My brain is fried from this week.
Yes. We've been very busy. But yeah. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Ate a lot of food. I have to bring a dessert.
Some grub. Ooh.
I don't know what I'm making.
That's okay. You can bring like cookies or like I don't know, brownies.
Just brownies. Here you guys go.
How many people do you have at your Thanksgiving?
It's Wes's family. It's like I would say it's a good 20. So
okay.
There's a lot of kids, so it's hard to like
gauge.
Think of that. Yeah.
We don't have as many kids as we had previously. All of our kids have grown up.
Right. Yeah.
As children do.
Well, they're all his like cousins and stuff.
Same. Yeah. All my cousins.
Most of my cousins are grown. All my cousins are grown. Like I'm one of the youngest of my cousins, so
I'm in the middle on one side, and I'm younger. I'm like, am I the youngest cousin?
Oh dang. I don't know.
No, yeah, I'm the youngest first cousin.
You're still in danger of Krampus. And you're so young.
I am.
He's gonna put
too
you
old for that. I'm a married woman.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
I don't believe in him.
Doesn't matter. We don't know if you can see him, if you believe in him or not.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh, I guess.
Anyways, if you guys have any other information on the Krampus or Krampus, however you say it.
Crumpet.
The Crumpet. Mr. Crumpet.
Mr. Crumpet.
You can feel free to reach out to us, or if you just want to hang out and chat and have any other ideas that you would like to hear us cover, you can reach us at lattespodcast@gmail.com, or you can reach us on Facebook and Instagram at Lattes on My Mind.
Yeah.
Or you can comment on any of our stuff anywhere, really. Yeah.
And follow us.
Yes.
So that we can get more followers.
Like and subscribe.
So you don't miss an episode.
Yeah, because you don't want to miss us wheezing after we say something.
Yeah.
Catches us off guard, you know?
Meanwhile, don't be getting snatched up in a basket.
Don't be naughty and don't eat children.
But make sure that you leave out schnapps if you're scared.
Yeah, if you're worried about the Krampus coming to visit, leave him some schnapps, and don't worry about locking your doors because he's a demon, so he can get in regardless.
It doesn't matter.
You're not safe.
He can get in there no matter what.